This Spotlight is brought to you by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wernette, and joining me now from the A.D.O.P.T shelter are Chris Yelle and Aleksa Martinovich. So nice to see you both, and please introduce your friend.
This is Winnie. She's 10 years old. She has been with us for almost a month now, I would say, and she is looking for her forever home.
Oh, well, she's certainly cute, and she comes with her own necklace. Which
Yeah, she's got her bling.
She's all blinged and ready to go.
Yeah.
She is.
So, Chris, talk a little bit about the A.D.O.P.T. First of all, what does A.D.O.P.T stand for?
So A.D.O.P.T stands for Animals Deserving of Proper Treatment. And that's a great question because people don't always know what it stands for. And that's our name shortened with A.D.O.P.T.
Yes, which also is what you do. I mean, you do
Yes,
that, right?
yes.
So talk a little bit about your programs. Give us an idea of what you've got going on there.
Yeah, so right now we're really excited. We have a lot going on at the shelter. We opened our vaccine clinic about a year and a half ago, so that's doing very, very well. We offer low-cost vaccines on Mondays by appointment, and then we do spay-neuter surgeries the rest of the week. Okay. So it's really been booming. There's a huge demand for those types of services right now.
Yes.
We currently have a veterinarian on staff, and we are looking for some more staff. So if any veterinarians or CVTs are out there looking for work, please give us a call. But yeah, it's
I would
really
imagine you'd see a lot of that, particularly with the growing inflation rate. You'd see a lot on because that's such a great service that you're providing.
Yeah, and it's costly for a lot of people, and our goal is to be able to provide those services at a reasonable cost so that they can get the wellness care that they need.
Yeah, and also stay adopted, right?
Right.
As opposed to finding their way back to you.
Yep,
So.
yep, absolutely. And we recently, back in October, so it's coming up on a year now, we opened our training center. So A.D.O.P.T Training for a Sound Beginning, which is really exciting. We offer training classes, anything from puppy classes, basic obedience. We do therapy dog, rally. And then we also have some specialized classes for those dogs that need a little bit extra. So we have our building blocks and our Feisty Fido classes.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
And really a lot of that training, I mean, we say it's for the animals, but it's really the owners, right?
Yeah, yep. No, it's great. It's a great, we recommend training for all of our adopted dogs, regardless of their age, because it's a really good bonding experience, and everything we do is through positive training. So it helps build that bond, and it's really great for new adopters to build that bond with their new pet.
Okay. Yeah. And can people sign up for that on your website, Chris?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You can find all the information you need for both our clinic and our training center on our website.
Okay. Now remind everybody where you're located.
We're located in Naperville on Industrial Drive. So we're 420 Industrial Drive.
Okay.
And
wonderful.
our shelter is there, and then our clinic and our training center we're all in this little circle complex. So it's really nice.
Nice. It's like a little A.D.O.P.T campus.
It is. Yes.
Full-stop shop.
Yes.
Alexis, talk a little bit about kind of what the whole adoption process looks like. How does that work from start to finish?
Yeah, so visitors would fill out an application for adoption for either dogs or cats. A counselor will review the application with them and will lead them to an animal that would be a good fit for their family and meet the needs that they have as well as the animals. Then we, have the whole family meet, and if it's a good match, they can place a hold and pick up the animal within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, so that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of the adoption, cats versus dogs, talk a little bit about kittens, older animals. What does that look like?
Yeah, so kittens and puppies, they tend to get adopted really quickly, but the adults, and particularly the seniors like Minnie here, they take a little bit longer to get adopted, but they are just as deserving of a loving permanent home.
Okay. Yeah. And how can people help you? Because obviously it's a lot. You're doing a lot on the campus, but how can people come alongside you and help?
They can come volunteer at the shelter. We hold 2 orientations per month, so they just have to fill out a survey online on our website. And also fosters. We need fosters for both dogs and for cats. So they can also fill out that volunteer application for fostering.
Okay. Yeah. And how old do you have to be to come to the shelter and help?
To volunteer, it's 18.
18, okay. And can you do it if you come with an adult? I mean, is there opportunities for younger people to do it, or you have to be 18, period?
We have parent-child opportunities where a parent can volunteer alongside their child. So that's for kids 11 to 17 with a parent.
Okay, nice way to kind of just get acclimated and see,
Yeah.
do they really love the dog, or maybe not?
Yeah.
Maybe that's not their calling. Okay. Chris, as you sort of think a little bit about this when you talk about the foster stuff, give us, how does that work? I mean, we know how it works for children.
Sure.
How does it work for animals? Is it basically the same process?
Yeah, so it's kind of like an adoption, but you don't own the animal. So there is an application process, like Aleksa said, and then we place the appropriate dog or cat into the home. We cover all of the expenses, so food, supplies, anything that they may need to welcome their new foster animal into the home. And then we do ask that they bring them in for adoption hours on occasion, just kind of depending, because there are all different ways to foster. Oftentimes we're looking for fosters who can help with like a mom, a cat, and neonates, or kittens that aren't big enough to come into the shelter, puppies that aren't big enough to come into the shelter. We also have our Blessed Bonds program, which is a crisis assistance program. And through that program, we take in owned animals where the owner is unable to care for them for a temporary amount of time due to some sort of a crisis, be it medical or homelessness or domestic violence. So we're always looking for people to help us with those animals.
Okay.
And that's a great opportunity for people who are afraid that they're going to become a foster fail, because these animals are owned and they're just looking for a place to stay until their owner can get back up on their feet.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. I mean, you're offering a lot of services there for the animals. Do you have any events coming up?
We do. We have a lot going on.
Okay.
Something for everybody. So we have our Labor Day raffle, which is going on now. A lot of really great prizes. You can see them all on our website, and ticket sales through our website. We have, if you like flowers and outdoorsy stuff, we have a mum sale going on currently. So you can purchase mums, and the proceeds will go to the shelter. But we also have a theatrical event where the Theater for Charity is doing Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, right? And all of the proceeds from that event do come back to the shelter to benefit the animals there. So that's a great event. And then lastly, we have our Growlers for Howlers coming up. And that's a great event too. So it's held at a local brewery. We'll have live music, raffles, we'll have adoptable animals there. So there's something for everybody.
Yeah, you've got a lot of fun fall.
Yeah.
You have a lot of things happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we sign off here, let's do a little pitch for Millie. Let's get her adopted.
All right, Miss Minnie, she doesn't look like she wants to sit on my lap, but she does love to sit on your lap and get cuddles. She's 10 years old, and she is looking for a nice, quiet home to spend the rest of her life. So if you're interested in Minnie, please apply to adopt her.
She's lovely. We really love her.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you both so much for coming by. Thank you for bringing Minnie by. We appreciate it, and we wish you all the best for the fall events.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank you.
having us.
Absolutely. And to find out more about Adopt, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We're coming right back. This Spotlight is brought to you by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank.